Hey, my man's Nell, what's the deal?
What's the deal, bro? It's been a minute, gang.
Swear it has. We've been trying to get this in for a minute. Glad we finally getting to it.
Nah, literally, bro. I appreciate you and the opportunity, gang, for real.
For sure. So shit, how you been, bro?
Smooth. I can't complain, bro. Working
Okay.
out. Just trying to stay consistent. You know, that's pretty much what I've been on, bro. Just staying consistent and focused.
For sure. And it's your first time on the timeline, so just take us back. Let everybody know where you from. What was your childhood like growing up?
Oh yeah. So, pretty much, I'm Donnell Alexander. Everybody call me Nell. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, the East Side. Grew up on Casual and Harper. Then I moved over to Carlisle and Gratiot, like right off 8 Mile. Just growing up, pretty much. I mean, I had a cool childhood. A nice background. My parents been married for probably like 26 plus years now. I went to elementary at Handstein. Like, it's like pretty much on the borderline of Detroit and Grosse Pointe on Mac and Marcellus. Then they ended up shutting that down. I ended up going to middle school at DEPSA, which is Detroit Edison Public School Academy, right off St. Albans and Gratiot. And then after I attended that middle school, I went on to go to Cass Tech, which I played basketball, football all 4 years, held all academic and all athletic honors. Graduated with a 3.9 cumulative GPA. Went on to Saginaw Valley State, played football there. So pretty much, bro, my journey just been cool, been interesting, crazy, all in one. Like, I take the good and the bad with everything, bro. That's pretty much just a little background story about me. So yeah.
For sure. And in them early days, you know, you said you was playing sports.
Mm-hmm.
You was playing basketball and football? Was it anybody pushing you in a certain direction towards a certain sport, or was people really just letting you figure it out?
For the most part, bro, I was really just figuring it out on my own, and my people was just backing me up off that. They were real supportive. I wouldn't necessarily say like I had somebody like, I had like a lot of support, but as far as like pushing me, I always had to be the one to really push myself as far as like things that I really wanted. I always had the proper support, and just the proper system as far as just getting things done, and everything that I pretty much needed for the most part I had. So I say it was kind of like equal. I was pretty much still figuring out what I wanted to do. Then at the end of my senior year in high school, I pretty much said to myself and made just like a grown man decision as far as just like my career and like just the life that I wanted to live, as far as like lifestyle and just life after school and athletics. I chose football just because it made the most sense as far as just from an academic standpoint, business wise and career wise. That was just my decision as far as just like how I wanted to go moving forward with that. But as far as like back in the day, I say like it was kind of like a toss up. I had pretty much a balance with both, but I started playing basketball way before I even thought about playing football for real. Like, I was playing basketball at like the age of 5. I started playing football around like 9, 10 years old, but I never even played organized football until I was 12. I think I was like in the 7th grade or something like that. So I pretty much say like basketball was like my first love. I love both sports, but as far as like a push for one or the other, it was like really towards my senior year, in which I made the decision to play football in college. But as far as like just growing up, it was pretty much balanced though.
And Cass, like I know that's a real big school in Detroit, especially for sports and you know academics as well. But like, how do you feel like? What part do you feel like Cass played in your journey?
I say it was pretty much like a big part just of my success. Just how I just take on like just life and everyday situations, to how I work out every day, to handling business, to going to work, to creating relationships. I think like it it helped mold me and just get like a sense of discipline into just partaking in what I wanted to do in my life, which was at the time just athletically, just playing sports, football and basketball, and then just schoolwork, just making sure I stayed on top of that. And now I pretty much say that was a big important part of my life for sure, as far as just how it molded me into the person that I am today.
Mm-hmm. You would definitely meet like a lot of people there too.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as like sports, who do you feel like is some of the like best players that you shared the field or court with?
That's a good ass question, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to, as far as like pick like the best person that I shared the field with, or the best player, I say, like as far as like in each one, I say Rob for sure was the best that I played on the court with. Rob Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
I think he played for Cleveland. I think they G League team. He's been in the league for a minute though, but that was probably like the coldest that I for sure shared the court with, between him and my childhood teammates, DeMarco Dixon, he played overseas now, and Edward Carter. I think those three would probably be like, as far as just, well, if we just talk about Cass, I definitely just, if we talk about Cass, I'll definitely say Rob Edwards for sure, because them other two didn't go to Cass, but and then on the field, I say Donovan Johnson, bro. And this probably be a hard take for a lot of people, but Donovan Johnson, bro, I'm not gonna lie, he was a year younger than me. He was probably like the coldest as far as like that I actually got to play with. Both of them that I actually got to play with. As far as like that went to just that school in general that I was able to witness and also play with, it's a toss up, bro, just cause it's so many names, but just to name like some favorites, like as far as like basketball, I definitely say, like I said, Rob, Mike Laster was crazy, Trey Johnson, D'Angelo Stewart, shoot, man, Kenny Carpenter, Charles Key, Leonard Silas, Darwin Hubbard, even Darwin Weiss too before he transferred, and Jalen McFadden, Jay Patrick. It's a lot of definitely like it's a lot of talent that came out of that school, not just basketball. If I had to pick football though, definitely man, bro, it's too many, gang. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. To list off, if I had to do like a top five, I definitely had to put that I played with. I had to put Johnson for sure, Donovan Johnson. Peoples Jones was crazy, of course. Big Michael Owen, you know, Big Mike was crazy too. Mike Weber, and then it's just, oh shit, the last one, bro. I might have to, cause J. Rule, he did so much, bro, for Cass. Like, I don't, like, despite, like, just all the other off-the-field stuff that he had going on, like, you can't say, like, J. Rule wasn't one of the hardest to come, like, to play at Cass. But, and damn, I didn't even put JD up there, for real, because Jordan Lewis. But, man, that's what I'm saying. It's just so many, bro. But them was just some of the names. As far as, like, my favorite, though, it'll probably be Donovan Johnson for sure, like on the field. Alvin Clemens. Alvin was hard. That's probably one of the hardest linemen to meet. Just like his background story. As far as like how he like actually got on the field too. And I ain't gonna lie, Mikey was just crazy though. Mike Weber was crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy history of athletes, man.
Yeah, no, literally, bro.
So I don't think, and all of them was good, even like,
yeah,
no matter what point they made it to. I feel like, do you feel like a lot of people don't really realize the all that goes into being a professional athlete.
Yeah, no.
Or even at the college level, I feel like that's a professional athlete at this.
Pretty
like,
much.
Yeah.
No, for real. No, I feel like a lot of people just don't see like the behind the scenes of it. That's why I feel like a lot of stuff that be going on, like as far as like the hate and just like the negative energy, like on social media, just because people be like fans of the game so much, like they don't even like. I feel like a lot of people don't realize like the players or the athletes that actually partake in just college athletics or professional athletics, like they don't understand like the behind the scenes, like the politics and everything that play behind it, because it's at the end of the day it's a business. So when you're making decisions and just going off of certain stuff, you got to go in with a business mindset, and that's kind of what take away from just whatever game that it is if it be basketball, football, soccer, baseball. But as far as for me, I feel like a lot of people, and like it kind of had a lot to do with like the decision that I made for myself, was because a lot of people didn't really see the background action and just like what goes on behind the scenes of being a pro athlete, just as far as like how you have to approach the day, like how you wake up in the morning, how much you gotta take care of your body, on top of certain meetings, and how you talking to people. Like it's just making weight, how you dress, like, and you gotta think about it, like you getting looked at every day by outsiders or just people that spectators or don't actually know what's going on like within like your life or just your daily activities. So it's a lot of stuff that people just don't take into in the details as far as just what everyday pro athlete has to go through just on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, I feel like your mental health is just constantly at stress, and it's being watched too. So it's even more of a stressful situation. How do you feel like sports betting has affected, like, not even like, we don't even gotta talk about how it affect LeBron who's getting millions, but like just a random, just the regular student athlete, because people still betting on them too, and they probably still getting crazy messages after games and all that.
Man, that's another thing too, and that's a good question, bro, because it's like you gotta think about it too. Like when you in college, it's just like you gotta think about they gotta go to class every day. Like they gotta wake up at certain times in the morning to make sure they're making it to practice meetings. Then on top of that, doing stuff outside of just the team activities, like everyday life situation. They probably got family issues. Like everybody go through stuff. So I feel like that's just extra chaos as far as just for players, like how they partake and just how they take on their days and just as far as just from a mental health standpoint, I kind of feel like if you don't have a strong mental in athletics, college or collegiate athletics, or whatever you want to call it, I feel like that definitely has a big toll as far as just how they just go about like their lifestyle and how they just approach the day for real. So I feel like it could go both ways. There's a lot of perspectives on it, but in my aspect, I feel like it really can be annoying as far as like when you thinking of stuff just outside of whatever sport you playing or whatever athletic it is. So yeah.
As somebody who, like, while you was in school and while you was playing sports, you always took your academics seriously.
Yeah, definitely.
How important do you feel like having that plan B is?
Man, I tell people all the time, you have to be realistic with yourself and just realize that life is always gonna be more than whatever sport it is that you playing. Or like I like to say, like for me, football, I already knew it was gonna come to an end at a point in time. You just have to mentally prepare yourself and just understand that is life is more than football or basketball. Like for me, I understood that growing up at an early age, just because the chances of making it to being a pro athlete are almost slim to none. And I always wanted to do more than just play basketball and football. I like to travel. I like to dress nice. I like to take pictures. I like to hang out with friends. I like to spend time with family. I like to learn more about businesses, invest, just everyday life stuff. So just when you get to like that point in your life where you get the opportunity to actually get paid to play, or where you talking about being a professional athlete, it you have to look at it, like I said, you have to look at it from a business aspect now. So at a point in time, you're not gonna always be able to work like all your life. So pretty much it's like it's gonna have to come to an end at some point, and I just always knew that my life was more than just football for the most part. So that's pretty much like I always wanted to have many more sources of income, different lanes that I could actually partake in, just craft a different skill set that can help me be successful and just take care of my family. So that's pretty much what I was focused on, just having multiple ways of success and having multiple ways to just do the things that I wanted to do and get and reap the benefits from whatever it was that I was partaking in. So that's pretty much how I just went on as far as just when I was in school and just focusing on everything. So athletics, academics, and just really figuring out what career path I wanted to take.
Okay. And you, like, from what I be seeing, I know you had like your hands in a lot of different areas, a lot of different bags right now. So just what's some of the different things that you've been working on?
So pretty much ever since like just life after football, basketball, and school, I pretty much invested in a natural body care / skincare product company called Lucky's Oil. So we pretty much specialize in natural soaps, body butters, skin oils, hair oils, pretty much everything that's just essential for the general inner and outer wellness, skincare, and just hygiene health. So we have like different scents in all of our soaps, body butters, skin oils, as well as hair oils too. I also help run a couple of my streetwear luxury clothing brands, which are called Money Intangibles and Clubhouse. So those are pretty much two of the upcoming clothing brands in the Midwest, in which with all three businesses we plan on expanding just our clientele and our audience. And my last thing that I've been working on is I'm now currently the manager of rap artist Flashy West of the Skate Team Entertainment. So that's pretty much what I've been cooking up and just working on, just pretty much on the management side of things, just taking on different tasks, learning more, doing more research, and just pretty much just trying to expand just in the music aspect of things, and just really, I would say, just open up, like I was saying, different lanes and different opportunities to network and really just pad on to my resume. So that's pretty much what I've been just working on and trying to perfect as far as from a craft and skill set standpoint.
And like you said, you doing like you working with a beauty brand with some hair oil, skin products, but then you got the clothing brand, then you getting into music. How do you decide like what business ventures you want to get into? Like what's the vetting process?
That's a good question. So pretty much I just go off of how I'm feeling, like what would honestly make me happy and what I enjoy doing. I feel like that's an important part of just my journey and just the paths that I choose to take, just because like you have to get up every day, and you will be more willing to do certain things that you actually enjoy, and instead of just doing stuff that'll make you a lot of money but you don't necessarily, or just stuff that's just there to pass time that you don't actually enjoy doing. So for one, I make sure it's just something that I'm really passionate about and something that I enjoy doing, and that's what I like to spend my time on. As far as just from a business standpoint, just looking at the markets of everything, and just like from a longevity standpoint, I think Like what I said, music, from healthcare and clothes. I don't think anything will ever go out of style or ever have like a lack of urgency as far as from a demand and supply standpoint. I think we'll always have those type of markets around just from a longevity standpoint. So just pretty much trying to play the long game. Um, life is pretty much a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you just got to take things a step at a time. So that's pretty much how I just live my life and how I go on just as far as just on my daily basis from a business standpoint and just waking up in the morning and get my day started, or how I just take care of business. Just trying to have as many pathways and that I feel comfortable with, that I know that I can succeed in. So that's pretty much just how I take on my days.
Okay. And then with like, I feel like this would be something you would come across because you in so many like different industries and they kind of so different. What are some like difficulties in business that come up, but like across the industries though? So something maybe you didn't see in different things, but it always come up just when you run the business.
So, pretty much, that's a great question. I would say like as far as just the problems, it's gonna always be customers that you can't please. Like I have to like it's just certain stuff that you just have to you gotta always take the good with the bad. So like you can't everybody's not gonna like everything that you produce or everything that you make or everything that you sell. So pretty much and that doesn't mean that your product is bad or that it's something wrong with it. Everybody has their aspects and just their perspectives of life and just like they general taste in things. So that's pretty much something that I feel like I had to understand as far as like you can't please every customer no matter what you do. But that doesn't necessarily mean to stop though, just because like another person's trash is another person's treasure. So it's just pretty much like that's one of the big, I wouldn't even say that's a big problem. It's just something that you really just got to understand and just take on as far as just from running a business. Another thing is just trying to always be better than you was the day before. So not trying to be complacent, I would say. Trying to always find ways to better your brand and just better whatever it is you're doing. Just working on your craft or working on your clothes or working on certain products that you want to sell, or even if it's services or not. So I would say those are kind of two of the biggest things as far as just daily challenges that I happen to face as far as just running multiple businesses and just also trying to construct a timetable as far as what is priority or whatever you want to work on first, because some days you might be feeling like you want to work on this then that or that then this. So it's just like depending on how your mood is or the sequence of events that's going on at the time could have a lot to play in how you make decisions from a business standpoint. So those are a couple of the things that I face as far as that always come up no matter what business or whatever the case may be.
And I'm assuming when you working with a lot of different businesses, you kind of got like, is it like partners in each different business? Because I know it's probably a lot to keep track of, so you need a lot of people that you trust and all that.
Yeah.
So how do you go about that? Like, is you only working with friends, or are you still meeting different business partners? How do those relationships work?
So pretty much the people that I'm doing business with now are people that I've been knowing all of my life. So with Lucky's Oil, that's my business partner is Leaf Gaines. We call him Luck though, but I've been knowing him like since I was 8 years old. We went to middle school together. We've been playing basketball all our lives. That's like one of my day ones, like my brother for real. And then as far as just with Money Intangibles and Clubhouse, same thing. I've been knowing those guys for years. Marcus Money Johnson, then Face for Clubhouse. Then Wes, I've been knowing him since my artist. I've been knowing him for probably I about to say it's about to almost be a decade. We went to high school together, so pretty much I've been working, like, as far as just from a business standpoint, people that I'm doing business with right now, I've been working with them. I've been knowing guys almost 5+ years. But as far as like who I do business with, I'm pretty much open to whatever makes the most sense just for me, and just what I'm doing. I'm open to anything that does make sense, but at the same time, it's not like I'm just searching and fishing for just anything, any and everything. It just got to be, have some type of value to what I want to do in my life and just how the lifestyle that I want to live. So, and just how I go about things. But that's just as far as just from a business standpoint, how I pick as far as like ventures and different types of markets that I want to intake in. So.
Okay. And then with you doing so many different things, like what would you prefer to be known for?
Just an entrepreneur, just a jack of all trades, just somebody, like just a public figure, just having all types of different aspects of income, as far as just, like I said, like just managing and like in the music business, and from a fashion standpoint, helping run different clothing brands, and just healthcare with the skincare, body care products, and also just my everyday career as far as being an engineer. So just being an entrepreneur, just a public figure, just want to be just known for being the best at everything that I do. So that's pretty much, I would say, as far as just as a title that I want to be known by, is just being an entrepreneur.
And with you like stepping into music, and Detroit's music scene right now has been so crazy, especially the underground. I keep a close eye on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's some of the like top underground artists right now in the city, you feel like?
Underground?
Yeah, and I know it's kind of hard to consider what's underground, what's not.
Yeah, as far as like underground, of course I'm gonna say my artist, but as far as like, if just not even being biased, like he is a very creative artist, like has different styles of how he wants to make songs, and on top of that, he hasn't really released like a bunch of songs, and a lot of his songs are kind of well known just from a city standpoint. As far as just a Detroit standpoint, I feel like Flashy West is definitely one of the top underground artists as far as just from a Detroit music scene. I feel like Hub Corleone, RIT Guap, definitely two guys that I've been listening to, that I've also known and have built a relationship with too. Those are two artists that's definitely, I would say, definitely gonna be on a music's radar as far as just internationally too. Let me think. As far as more underground, Gucci Lando. I like Gucci. I've been knowing him for a minute too. He makes a lot of solid music too. I think he was still with Ethica Music, but I feel like he definitely one of the underground artists too. That I feel like those are four solid. Definitely four solid, and Big Baby too. I like Big Baby. I feel like he don't get a lot of the kudos that he deserves. He be talking crazy. It's a lot to I can't really think.
We definitely got a lot. You said some good names for sure.
Yeah.
All of them have definitely been on the playlist before.
Yeah, they be talking crazy. I like Cam De Niro too. I ain't gonna lie. Cam De Niro, he's solid too. He be talking crazy. That's another one. I feel like somebody just need the right ear for him. I feel like he just got to drop more music too, though, because he don't drop a lot. But a lot of these artists that I just said, they really don't drop a lot of music. So once they really get into just like staying in the studio and just producing like like not just dropping every day, but making like solid songs and consistently dropping like when the time is right for real. So I feel like those are like some of the underground artists that really I feel like could be like the next tier of Detroit superstars.
And so, what's some what you got coming next? If it's like with the brands, with the clothing, maybe y'all got a new oil, a new product coming out. Yeah, Wes got some music coming out. Let us know what's been your daily workings recently.
Man, it's just I say now it's to the point like it just gets busier and busier like by the day. So right now I'm pretty much just trying to take everything in. I don't know, like I just want to let the work speak for itself. And I just say that. So like as far as like what's coming up, like trust me, man, I got a lot of ideas and just a lot of business approaches that people are definitely gonna see like in the near future, and people are pretty much gonna be seeing more of me and just my team and just my support system, as far as from Lucky's Oils to Money Intangibles to Clubhouse to Skate Team. I mean, it's about to get like that, bro. I just say that for sure. I ain't even gonna say too much else, bro. I don't want to make it sound like, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to toot my own horn too much. I just want to, you know what I'm saying, stay who I am. My people stay who they are. And we just gonna let the work speak for itself. So if you don't know us now, you definitely like gonna see and know about us in the near future. And I'll just leave it at that for sure.
Okay. And for anybody that wanna like stay up to date with you, or just be up to date with your moves, what's the best way for them to do that?
Definitely. So pretty much I got every social media except for TikTok. I'm not really too much of a big fan of TikTok. I mean, I see TikTok on Instagram, Twitter, so it's like we don't see TikToks wherever. So, I mean, I don't need social media that much, I feel like. But from just all social media platforms, so Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Nell DWA, so NELL DWA. That's again on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. That's pretty much where you can find me and just keep up to as far as just what I'm doing, just as far as content, from a business standpoint, from artists, just stuff that I'm gonna have my hands in. So music, clothes, pretty much whatever you want to follow me, wherever you want to follow me at, that'll be the best way. Is just my social media.
For sure, and I'm gonna definitely have all that link down in the description for y'all, so y'all can find that. And anything you want to leave with the people before we get up out of here?
Man, for real, man, I just appreciate you for having me, man. Just appreciate the opportunity. Shout out to the Timeline Pod. And just pretty much, bro, I'm just really in a space where I just want to just stay locked in, stay focused, stay consistent with everything, and just support everybody. Just tell people to just keep going. Do what it is that you love. Don't tell nobody, or just don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something. And just always be yourself, and be confident in everything that you do too. So that's pretty much all I have to say, bro.
For sure, man. And anybody who's stuck around and watched this long, you know we rock with you. Make sure you like, subscribe, check out all the links in the description. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.